What do you think, Katya Long? The killer was angry. Angry? The excessive this hits could be caused by anger or a very strong negative emotion. This usually aligns with the crimes of passion. But that also brings up a different problem. With the exception of you and me, none of the other participants should know each other. In the previous Null game, the participants were all picked from different timelines and their memories were manipulated. It was done to ensure a fair game. Could things be different in this game? I made sure to keep an eye on how the participants acted with each other, and so far, I haven't noticed anything unusual. They all seem to treat each other like a complete strangers, which means the killer is either pretending not to know anyone or they somehow found a strong reason to hate Jack in the one day they knew him. Tell Cecilia your rule. You face Cecilia and tell her you have the detective rule. Cecilia's expression suddenly changed. Why? What did you tell me? Cecilia's eyes widen and she looks at you in utter shock. You stare back at her in complete confusion as she grabs your arm and drags you away from the dorms. Cecilia refused to explain her behavior. Instead, she changed the subject every time you brought it up and insists that you should continue searching the school. Unable to get any answers, you decided to do as she says. Cecilia's face was completely expressionless the whole time, but a dark shadow covered her eyes. Something was really off. Before you knew it, it was sunset. It was time for the second round of voting. Your consciousness fades for a few seconds before you find yourself in a cafeteria. You have been teleported once again. It's not just you. You look to your side just to spot Hassan kneeling on the floor and vomiting all over the place. Kia, you vomited all over my shoes. Hassan wiped his mouth and faced Zero. I am sorry, this teleportation stage magic makes me nauseous. Stage magic? You don't actually still think this is a game show. Carmen stares at Hassan in confusion when Miral, welcome back, everyone, to the second round of voting. Miral, please, you gotta stop this before more people get hurt. I don't know why you are doing this, but this is wrong. This whole game is a goddamn sick. The game will keep going until either the killer or the innocent people win. If you want this game to end soon, then hurry up and achieve one of these two possibilities. Cecilia, how about you provide us with more clues then? That autopsy report you gave us is useless. Miral. If you are asking me to take sides, then you are wasting your time, Cecilia. I am only here to make sure the game runs as fairly and efficiently as possible. The rest is up to you. Miral Chan is right. We can do this, guys. We got the special rules now, right? Right? Let's try Cecilia Chan strategy from yesterday. If people with special rules and identify themselves, then we can rule out three people just like that. We can avenge Baby Jack. Everyone started looked at each other all of a sudden. Hold on a second. You do realize that exposing people with special rules will also expose them to the killer. Huh? Why are you suddenly opposite to your own idea, Cecilia Chan? Oh, I get it. You have a special rule, don't you? That's not what I. Oh, let me guess. You are the detective. No, no, you are the guardian angel. Stop harassing her, weirdo. You're only helping the killer by trying to expose her like this. Huh? What's that, Nazi Chan? Are you still angry I voted for you yesterday? That was totally not personal, you know. Please don't hate me or anything, okay? The discussion became even more ridiculous after that. But they were right. The special rules are a strong weapon against the killer. And you hold one of these special rules. Not only that, but you used your special rule yesterday and got a certain result. A terrifying yet important result. You know who is the killer is. You can see behind her lies and deceit as she plays innocent and confused. In fact, you are the only one aware of this truth. But the real question is, what are you going to do with the revelation? Will you expose her as the killer or will you remain silent? The choice is completely up to you. Expose the killer. You lift up your arm in the air and then point at Carmen. What? You face everyone in the room and explain that you have the detective role and that you have investigated Carmen yesterday. You explain that your investigation revealed that she is the killer hiding among you. Hassan, what? No way. The killer is a woman? Yeah, what a plot twist. Cecilia doesn't say a word. Instead, she just looks at you with a worried expression on her face. Aren't you going to say anything, Karami-chan? Katya is accusing you of some very serious stuff for real. I see. So this is your strategy, Katya. Falsely claiming that you are the detective so you can get rid of me, huh? Nice try. But I am afraid you are targeted the wrong person. Not only am I not the killer, but I am a person with a special role. I am the person you are trying to impersonate, Katya. I am the detective. Oh, so both Carmen and Katya claim to be a detective, and both claim the other is the real killer. How exciting! Carmen kept accusing you of being a liar and pleading for others to believe her, while you continued explaining your finding and refuting her claims of innocence. The whole thing eventually turned into a screaming match, so Miral intervened and declared the end of the discussion time. All right, time for the vote. I'm assuming you two will be voting for each other, huh? Miral spoke as she faced you and Carmen. You two both nod. Okay, now, regarding the rest, when you hear your name, please step forward and declare your vote. Let's start with the delusional creepy this time. Are you talking about me? Who else? Yeah, Hassan let out a laugh and faced everyone. As a milker, no. As the leader of the milkers, I have been blessed with a rather superior deduction skills. So the identity of the killer was very clear to me since the start. Stop wasting time and just vote. Don't be like that, Miral. Tension is good for the rating. Fine, fine. Katya, I am voting for Katya. Hassan suddenly points at you. No hard feeling, Katya, but you have made it too easy. You eliminated Jack from the game show using an X. A woman can never physically overpower a man. If a little Carmen here tried to attack Jack with an axe, he would have wiped the floor with her. So that means the only possible killer here is you, Katya. Next time, just name someone and spare us your misogyny. Misogyny? Uh, It's not misogyny. It's misogyny. Mis- uh, misogyny. If it's true, yeah. uh, you are up next, Zero. This is Little Super Heart and Stuff. Little Katya spoke first, so I am kinda inclined to believe him, but Carmen Chan doesn't strike me as a psycho killer type. I can't see her brutally killing someone just for the sake of someone game. Hmm, choices, choices, choices. Yeah, this is so hard. Stop messing around, Zero. I know you already made up your mind a while ago. Are you like a mind reader or something, Miral Chan? Hey, I am voting for Katya. I am sorry, little Katya, but you have those eyes, those empty, soulless eyes. While we are risking our lives here, potentially dying at every turn, you are not in any danger, are you? Or at least that's what your eyes tell me. Those, the eyes of a neutral observer. Zero suddenly stares at you, refusing to look away. Alright, cut it out, weirdo. You're up next, Cecilia. Carmen? No hesitation, huh? I don't have any clues at that Carmen is the killer. If Katya Long says she is guilty, then she is guilty. I don't need any proof. I can't say I'm surprised. Alright, it's your turn, Kay. Miral suddenly pointed at Kay. For a second there, you forgot she even existed. I vote for myself. What? Again? Kay nods her head. Whatever. Okay, last but not least, Naz, it's your turn. Carmen has 2 votes, while Katya has 3 votes. Your vote will basically seal the deal. The person who was on the verge of being voted out and killed yesterday, ironically, the vote decider this time around. If Nats decides to vote for you or anyone else besides Carmen, then you will end up with the most votes. Your fate will be sealed and your death will be assured. Everyone in the room understood that. They all stared at Naz in anticipation when she suddenly spoke. It didn't take long for this sick game to turn into bloodshed. Jack was murdered in his bed for no reason. I don't know who the killer is, but why would they willing participate in this horrific game? And honestly, I don't care anymore. Innocent blood is already spilled. There is no turning back now. Nas suddenly faced you and Carmen. Even though you both don't look like psychos, one of you is certainly the killer. Unfortunately, I have no clue or evidence about the identity of the killer. However, it doesn't matter. Nas, Nas suddenly approached you and held your hands. You saved my life, Katia. You could have easily voted for me yesterday and I would have been dead. I wouldn't even be here during this discussion. Hassan, Zero, and even Jack, they all voted for me without a moment of hesitation. But you didn't. You saved me. You saved me, Katia. I don't care if you are the killer or not. I don't care if you go around and kill everyone in this room, including myself. I'll protect you. I'll protect you each time. And so the voting ended. Nas ultimately voted for Carmen, making the final results 3 votes for Carmen versus 3 votes for you. With no one getting the majority of votes, Miral declared that no one would be eliminated tonight. She then reminded you of nighttime rules and sent you back to the dorms. Once again, you find yourself standing by the windows and staring at the beautiful night sky. The stars of the summer triangle greet your eyes once again. Katia Long, are you holding up? Okay. You nod your head. That was a rather intense situation. Carmen being the killer, I have to admit I didn't see this one coming. I was actually more suspicious of Jack. Before he turned up dead, that is. I am proud of you for finding the identity of the killer. I am afraid it's not all good news. What you did during the vote was risky move. I am sure you are aware of that. Carmen now knows you are the detective. She can target you at any time. Of course, if she kills you, then she will be exposing herself during the next vote. Only, only one person has the detective role after all. Still, I don't like this. Hmm. Humans are not machines. They don't always follow the most logical path. You went after her during today's vote, so she might see you as a massive threat. She might risk killing you and just figuring out a way to frame herself as innocent. After what she did to Jack, I have no idea what kind of person she is. I have no idea what she's gonna do tonight. Cecilia suddenly faced the wall and slammed her fist against it. Damn it. If I had the vigilant rule, I could have killed her myself. Hell, even the guardian angel would have worked. I could have used it to protect you in case she targets you. Still, I don't know who's the vigilant, to be honest, in this one. But I am useless. I am fucking useless. I am sorry, Katya. I am sorry for failing you. Cecilia wipes her tears away when you approach her and then hug her. Katya, you hug Cecilia tighter to your chest and assure her that everything will be okay. Cecilia tries to say something but then stops herself. Instead, she hugged you back and thanked you. After a few minutes, you two exchange good nights and go to your rooms. The moment you walk inside, a terrifying feeling fills your heart. The same feeling as yesterday. You decided to ignore it and lie down. Today was a long day. Not only did someone die, but you also discovered the identity of the killer. You tried to expose Carmen during the voting time and get her eliminated, but your plan didn't work out. In fact, you were almost voted out and killed if it weren't for Naz. Carmen now runs free and massive target has been placed on your back. You let out a sigh and close your eyes. It's not like you can do anything about it. Your special rule suddenly flashed before your eyes. However, you don't need it anymore. You already know the identity of the killer. Instead, you turn to your side and drift away to sleep. You are too tired to give a shit anymore. Protected. So you suddenly open your eyes. A familiar bird stands outside your window greets your eyes. It seems you survived the night, most likely thanks to the intervention of a person with the guardian angel rule. That would explain why the word protected flashed before your eyes just now. You quickly get up on your feet and head toward the door. Oh, thank God you're okay. What's going on? I don't know. The moment I heard the commotion, I came straight to check on you. I thought maybe the killer. No, it doesn't matter. You are unharmed. That's all I care about. You can hear a commotion coming from a few rooms down the hall. Come on, let's go check it out. Following Cecilia, you approach the source of the noise until you are arrived in front of a certain room. Kay, what are you doing out here, Kay? I was asked to give you this. Kay suddenly handed you a stack of papers. It seems to be very similar to the autopsy report you got yesterday. Standing out close by, you can spot both Carmen and Nas reading the reports in shock. Something is really off. Let's just read it. Let's just read it, okay? You nod at Cecilia as you start reading the report. There are two victims this time, around Hassan and Zero. They were both found in Zero's room with a gunshot wound in their forehead. Cause of death: severe damage to the brain caused by the bullet wound. The two victims had no other wounds or injuries, and once again there was no sign of struggle. The report adds a few more information, but nothing you can really use. Two victims instead of one. How can this be possible? I thought the killer was only allowed to target one person per night. Maybe the killer went berserk. Maybe they don't care about the rules anymore. Why? Why is this happening? You face Naz and the rest of your companions there and say, it's the Vigilant. The Vigilant? You remind everyone of what Miral said about the Vigilant rule. How if they kill anyone who is not the killer, they would die alongside their innocent victim. The presence of two bodies can only be explained by that. Katya is right. This isn't the work of the killer. This was simply an accident. The vigilant targeted the wrong person and was killed alongside his victim as punishment. I don't know if Zero or Hassan was the vigilant, but I don't think it matters either way. The truth is undeniable. Are you saying the killer didn't target anyone last night? Oh, you bet your ass they did. They were simply blocked by the guardian angel. A long silence suddenly filled the room as everyone kept staring at each other. It was declared to everyone that the game was reaching its final stage. The final showdown. The final battle between the werewolf and the village people. So only one question truly remained. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna leave this game alive? You spent the rest of the day just hanging on the roof with Cecilia. Unlike the previous days, Cecilia didn't seem interested in searching the school. She simply leaned over while staring at the school from above. Mysterious expression clouded her face the whole time. And before you knew it, it was voting time. Welcome back, everyone, to the third round of voting. Well, you know the drill by now. You'll be given time to discuss the situation among yourselves and then ask to vote. Ask to vote. Your time starts now. That won't be necessarily. Huh? Cecilia ignored Miral's puzzled expression and faced Naz instead. Is there any possibility that you would vote for Katya? Huh? Is there a way or anyone here can persuade to vote for Katya? What are you saying, Cecilia? Just answer the question. Naz went silent for a second while looking down at her feet when all of a sudden, no, I could never harm Katya. I see. Then it's over. The game is over. What? The outcome of this game was over the moment the Vigilant made their move. Look around you, Miral. Only the five of us remains. Katya and I will be voting for the killer, Kay will be voting for herself as she always does. As for the killer, she will vote for Katya. But that won't matter because Nas won't vote for him. So no matter what the killer does, she will never be able to eliminate Katya Long. It's over. The game is over. I see. So you're saying you already know who is the killer, huh? Cecilia let out a smile and faced you. Will you do the honors? Will you do the honors, Katya? You give Cecilia a slight nod and face the killer. The psycho responsible for all this pain, all of this suffering. This is the end for her. This is the end for her madness. You lift your arm in the air and point at you, Carmen. What? It's over, psycho. You have two votes against you. You lost. Oh, wait, please. Please don't do this. I'm not the killer, I swear. Give it up, Carmen. You already lost. You lost the moment the vigilant targeted an innocent victim. If Zero or Hassan were still alive, you could have manipulated them into voting your way. But they are dead. Most likely, that dimwit Hassan was the vigilant and he targeted Zero. Thus indirectly even up your plans. Say, I guess he kinda dealt the victory blow after all. This can't end this way. Carmen suddenly faced Naz with tears in her eyes. Naz, please, you can't let them kill me. I am innocent, I swear. Remember the first vote? I didn't vote for you, right? If I were the killer, then I would have voted for you and gotten you eliminated. You gotta believe me, please. I am sorry, Carmen. I don't have any evidence that you are the killer, but I am gonna trust Katya. He say he saved my life. Saved your life? I saved your life too. I am sorry, Carmen. Give it up, monster. You have 3 votes against you now. It's over, Carmen. You are finished. The whole room went silent as you all fixated your gaze on Carmen, awaiting her next move. When suddenly, what the hell? Everyone suddenly took a step back as Carmen approached and faced you all. What's wrong? Why is everyone backing away? Isn't this what you wanted? A reveal? A massive effing reveal? You have got me. I am the killer. So why are you walking away? Oh, don't give me that look, Naz. You're the reason things got this effing up. What? You are the guardian angel, aren't you? You have been using your special rule to protect him since the first night. To protect your little savior, your little Katya. If you hadn't been such a little, none of this would have happened. You all could have died a peaceful death if you just had to let your pathetic little feelings guide your path. You just had to be as beep. If you, Naz, I should have voted you out the first day. Carmen, Carmen, you might be an alternative timeline version of her, but you are nothing like the real Naz. The real Naz would never fall for a guy she just met. You are an effing inferior copy, a fraud. Carmen suddenly grabbed a fork from nearby table and approached Naz. Stop right there, monster. Cecilia quickly moved and stood in front of Carmen, thus blocking her advance. What's wrong, Cecilia? If you attempt to harm Naz like this, you'll be directly breaking the game rules. Your brain will be fried before you even touch her. Well, but of course, Cecilia, the microchip is attached directly to my optic nerve. The right eye, was it? Carmen suddenly stopped in her tracks and then, using the fork in her hand, Carmen shoved it inside her eye socket and scooped out her right eye. Problem solved. You're effing psycho. Psycho. Oh, shut up. Shut the effing up, Cecilia. You go around spewing your pretentious shit about freedom and escaping the system. Yet you're too much of a coward to do what needs to be done. You're an effing liar, Cecilia. You don't care about killing the system. You don't care about achieving true freedom. You never did. All you care about is him. Carmen suddenly points at you. He is the reason you are doing any of this, isn't he? He's the reason why you are here. He's the reason you are playing this game again. You never cared about anyone else. But you never cared about me, about Naz, or about Alex. Alex? You knew exactly what was happening to him. You knew exactly what about his condition. Yet you just stood there. You just watched him from far away. Watched, watched as his body turned to dust. Watched as his mind and soul were enslaved by the system. You just watched like an observer. If I am a monster, then you are the fucking devil. You are. You're not just an alternative timeline version of Carmen. You are her. You are Carmen. You are Alex's wife. Impossible. I'm sorry for hiding my identity from you, Miral, but I had to. It was important I survived to the point in the game. So I can save you from his control. Mom? What the hell were you thinking, Miral? Serving the system, serving the monster who killed and enslaved your father? What would Alex say if he sees you like this? Whatever that monster promised for your servitude is all lies, Miral. It's all effing lies. No, mommy, it's not. I'm doing this for Daddy. I am almost done saving him. Please trust me. I can. Enough. That monster took my husband. He took the only man I ever loved. I am not letting him take away my daughter again. Carmen! Realizing Carmen's intentions, Cecilia let out a loud shriek as she ran towards Carmen. It felt as if time was slowing down as Cecilia desperately launched herself at Carmen. When suddenly, Carmen launched the fork straight through your throat. You fall down on your knees as blood splatters everywhere. No, 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 no! It's gonna be okay, Katya. It's gonna be okay. Cecilia, Cecilia quickly runs to your side, doing her best to stop the bleeding. It's pointless. It's pointless. I specifically targeted his carotid arteries. Why? Don't you get it, Cecilia? The system was never the real danger. The system is powerless without his tool, powerless without him. He's the eyes and the ears of the system. Without him, there is no game, there is no suffering, there is no happiness. Without him, we'll be unshackled, unbound, free. Without him, we'll finally achieve freedom. Welcome back, Katya. I've been observing you the whole time. Carmen got you pretty good, didn't she? I'm not surprised she was always single-minded girl. You must have many questions for me right now, but those will have to wait. Your mission is far from over. Not even death will set you free. So get up, Katya. It's time. It's time to reloop. You suddenly opens your eyes to find yourself in a familiar cafeteria. Katya Cecilia suddenly approaches and gives you a big hug. Thanks God you're okay. What's going on? I am not sure, but if this anything like the first null game, then we are back to the start. Back to the start of the loop. You look around you in complete confusion when someone suddenly appears. Good, you're finally here. Miral? Cecilia looked at Miral, anticipating her reaction, but Miral just gave her a puzzled look and continued talking. I've closed access to the cafeteria to everyone but you two. I'll explain the rule of the game later on, but first I need to explain your special rule. Our special rule. Miral then took a step forward and faced the two of you and spoke. You two will play a very special role in this game. You two will be the killer. So I don't know, like, is this the same rule or different rules? Like, the rule of the game shouldn't be like be just one killer. Hey there, my name is, and I am the host of this game. That was quite the reveal, huh? It seems you and Cecilia are the killers in this loop. I wonder what's going to happen next. Anyway, I'm afraid you have reached the end of the demo. But don't worry, the full game is fully completed and available to download right now. You can also check out the complete series bundle, which includes every game in the series available to play right in this instant. The full series bundle allows you to experience the complete story from the start to end and includes all the songs and music of the game. So, which will it be, Katya? So, that's all for Deathloop. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.